This is the Warriors. They're the best franchise in how many decades, really? Winning like they're winning right now is unprecedented, the way they're playing.
Kevin, for you, we want you back at any contract you would like.
Why was that even a discussion? Why would we even talk about that? Yeah, for sure. We want to do this thing again. All the love and support.
KD is willing to take less.
It is reported that he's going to take a little bit less. He'll be a free agent again next summer.
If he goes short term, where do the Warriors go long term?
I just come in there and go to work and try to get better as a player every day and help my teammates as much as possible.
I just thought it was one of those plays where I could show a little bit more emotion than I usually show.
Those talking heads who say we're better without him, that's just ludicrous. Like, that's crazy. This is the best player in the world. You could put him on the 30th best team in the league, and that team will make the playoffs. That's how talented he is.
Just trying to see how I can be perfect every time down. I know that's impossible, but if I strive towards it, then, I give myself a goal to reach. So I'm just trying to keep getting better every single night.
Go to 5 finals in a row, and this team right now is exhausted.
Kevin was getting on Draymond for not passing the ball, and Draymond took exception.
Sometimes it can get a bit overwhelming.
It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Something's going wrong with this team, I deal with it.
There's some cracks right now with the Warriors, and I'd be concerned if I was the organization.
These championships are supposed to be hard to rack up.
He disrespected KD. Their relationship won't be the same.
Hey Kevin, have you and Draymond been able to hash anything out?
No. I'm never going to change who I am.
He went on to disparage the man, both in the huddle and the locker room, so much so that the general manager and front office of the Warriors decided to suspend Draymond Green.
Can you break through that mental fatigue for a three-peat? And now you talk about a team that's been there 5 times. It's about mental fatigue.
Y'all come here every day, ask me about free agency, ask my teammates, my coaches, you rile up the fans about it. Let us play basketball.
He just has to take his time and put those past games behind him and move forward.
Like I said, we know the formula to success for us as a group, but trying to get up every night to be dominant, that's a tough thing mentally. Once we dive deep into basketball, then the rumors and everything that swirls around the team really don't mean too much.
You just don't want to play around with the Clippers. They have some guys that can go off.
And Beverly getting into Durant's face. Durant once again just smiling back. This time Durant, and a foul call on Durant, who barks at him. Durant, they're both out. They've both been just thrown out of the game. Double technicals.
I want to have a little back and forth with Patrick Beverly. I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
Come on, man, don't poke the bear.
You want the wolf. If you want the wolf, you get everything that comes along with it, right?
Yeah, I'm Kevin Durant. Y'all know who I am.
He said it yesterday. He's Kevin Durant. Showing everybody who Kevin Durant is.
You talk about locked in. When they come out and play like this, nobody can beat them. There's nobody that can keep this guy from getting shots.
I think we'll see the Warriors at their best. I think they know what's at stake.
He's Kevin Durant.
I promise we tried. Sometimes you come across special people, and it doesn't matter what you send to them. And he showed it tonight. He put them guys on his shoulders. He was like, I'm Kevin Durant. Y'all know who I am. That's a bold statement to make when you're about to go see some guys that's extremely competitive.
That was one of the great performances I've ever seen in my life. He's the ultimate weapon because there's no defense for Kevin.
Durant to the basket.
I come in here and go to work every day. I don't cause no problems.
Holding on to his right Achilles. Wow, I don't think he knows what he did.
He thought someone hit him in the Achilles.
I don't know the extent of his injury, but that's never fun, man. He's one of the best to ever do it. I want to try to win this for him. We miss him. I'm gonna miss him, man. It's not the same being out there without him.
I don't really know too much about this injury. I'm just leaving it to the hands of the team doctors, and I trust the direction that they're trying to put me in.
No, Kevin Durant is not playing, but yes, his presence is constantly being felt. How about one of the best to ever play the game, Kevin Durant, walking you out to the floor?
And we're down
for the last two for the NBA title. The Raptors get the victory here in Game 1. The Toronto Raptors are going to be one win away from an NBA title.
You've got one last hope, and that hope is Kevin Durant.
And this was the day he targeted. His team has put him in position to make history.
Not only will he start, but according to Steve Kerr, Kevin Durant will not have any minutes restrictions whatsoever.
Curry to Durant. Here's his first shot, and it looks pretty good there. Rattles home a three. Durant tries another three. 2 for 2 is Kevin Durant. Durant for three. Kevin Durant, his third three-pointer already. Ibaka trying to stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant slipping. Durant goes down holding his leg, and Durant grabbing that right leg. His teammates going over to check on him.
The expectation is that this will be a torn Achilles tendon.
There's a new NBA champion, and it's a team from Toronto, Canada. We, the North, are now we, the champions. The Raptors, the 2019 NBA champs.
For him to put his health on the line, to come back and compete at the highest level, he's one of the best to ever do it.
The feeling the last couple months before the injury was, Kevin's probably going to leave. Then he comes back and he gets injured and you go, what? It changes the whole dynamic.
Well, I know how good I am, and I know the demand on my skills in the league.
East is a little wide open.
Every day is a challenge to stay at this level.
Historic night for the Nets franchise. Kevin Durant is reportedly headed to the Brooklyn Nets.
And so now it's just like they've put the cherry on top to absolutely maximize their team. This is a great job.
So I never looked at me switching teams as a new challenge. Every day I wake up, I gotta fight against that standard I set for myself.
Still going to be Kevin Durant's team.
Yeah, I deserve to live in a good city. I've been in the league for 12 years and I get to make a decision like this. Of course, I only looked at cities like that.
Oh, this team's going to be much better. I like this move all around, and this is really the culmination of just a master class in building a franchise by Sean Marks.
Kevin Durant is back on the floor and doing what people want to see him do, which is play basketball.
I felt like it was a time for a change and I wanted to play for a new team.
Former beloved Kevin Durant steps onto the Golden State court for the first time since his defection.
In games like that, you're going to be emotional.
I didn't really think about what I was leaving behind or like what we accomplished. I put that up on the shelf already.
KD returns. You go to play, you go to win.